If you want to leave your dog in the garden alone, you should prepare the garden for this occasion and get your dog familiar with this place. In order to leave the dog in the garden without your supervision, you should ensure its safety, not only yours, but also for other people outside the garden. The fence bordering your garden should always be adequate so that the dog cannot climb over it or dig under it. Running out from the garden is dangerous both for the dog and for his surroundings. If the fence is secure, the plants in the garden should also be checked. There should not be any poisonous plants or places where the dog can get hurt in the garden. It is also important to check that the dog doesn't have access to any dangerous substances, for example, fertilizers. You should provide the dog with enough drinking water and not expect that he will just drink from somewhere. You should also prepare several toys in the garden. For him, it should not be a place where we shut him up and get rid of him. The dog should perceive the garden as a place that he looks forward to. Never forget that a dog is a social creature, and if you keep him separated from the rest of the family and let him out only once in a while, he will not be as fixated on you as a dog that has contact with his master regularly. The stay in the garden is also a suitable opportunity for practicing commands and playing games. The dog will thus perceive the garden better, even if he is left there on his own. Ideally, play with him or practice the commands in the garden after you get back from work or from a walk. The garden thus becomes a favorite place for your dog. Before you leave your dog alone in the garden, check if the area is safe both for him and his surroundings. Practice commands with the help of treats in the garden and play with your dog there. He thus associates the garden with pleasant activities. You should provide the dog with enough drinking water and a place where he can hide in case of bad weather. Do not use the garden as a place where you can get rid of your dog. He is a social creature and needs human contact. Do not keep the dog in the garden only. Every dog needs to be walked outside too.